And breathe. Just breathe. Oh, breathe. I can't fucking breathe. Just breathe. Alright everybody, welcome to the MaffmanJones movie channel. I'm your host John Maffio, and now we're going to count down the top 10 worst damn movies of 2016. I already got the best movies out of my system, and I can talk about those movies all day. Now I'm going to talk about these movies for one last final time ever, because after that I'm just going to let these movies fall into oblivion where they belong. I don't have any honorable mentions this year because I actually didn't see that many bad movies. I actually tried to actively avoid bad movies this year because bills. Gotta get paid. But I did see 10 terrible movies that did make a list. So without further ado, let's start with the top 10 worst movies of the year. Number 10 is Assassin's Creed. I saw this most recently. It's the last movie I saw of 2016. I saw Silence and I'm like, damn, this is a good way to end the year. And then I decided to go see Assassin's Creed for some reason. I was a big fan of the first two games and also the game with the pirates. I kind of just wish at this point now, after seeing this movie, that they made an adaptation of the Desmond story, because I didn't care about Michael Fassbender's character. There are some really cool action sequences, but you don't care about the characters. The film feels cinematic, but you don't care about anything that's going on. The movie is really convoluted. There are a lot of questions that needed to be asked, and you don't really get answers to them. I was constantly just thinking, why didn't they just do this instead of doing that? Or why is this performer, this actor, doing this? Why is Michael Fassbender singing? Like, before he goes into the Animus? What? I can see how people could enjoy this movie, but for me personally, it just got really frustrating to watch. Because I wanted to like it. There are certain aspects where I'm like, wow, this scene would actually be great if I cared. Or this scene would be great if I cared, but I just didn't. Assassin's Creed sucks. Number 9 is Warcraft, directed by Duncan Jones. I really like Duncan Jones. I love Moon. But, man, what happened? Not that I'm a fan of Warcraft, but I really thought that I would still be engaged within the story and the world of these characters. The world is really incredibly crafted, I will say, but the story sucks. Didn't care about any of the characters. There are some bare bones characters in this movie, and not even gonna lie, spoiler alert, most of them get killed off, but I didn't care at all, and when they do, I'm just kind of like, oh, I guess? Okay. It's frustrating because I actually cared. I actually wanted this movie to be good. This is supposed to be the year, supposedly, where we actually started getting good video game adaptations, and nope, because the top 2 movies on my list so far, 9 and 10, are video game movies. So, fuck us, right? Number 8 is another video game movie. It's Angry Birds. It's a video game movie based on an app. It's got a lot of voice talent. Great voice talent. Freaking Bill Hader plays the main green pig. But there are a lot better animated movies that you could see this year. Finding Dory, Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana. Don't see Angry Birds. Don't. Number 7 is The Boy. The Boy. Do you remember this movie? No, I don't either, but I had to for the sake of this list, because I looked through my list of movies that I saw this year, and I'm like, oh, The Boy. And I remembered how laughably insufferable this film is. The twist is really like one of the worst twists I've seen in any horror movie. Period. I was literally laughing. Like, I couldn't help myself. If you haven't seen The Boy, if you're going to watch it, get drunk, get high, then watch it. Don't watch it sober, because it's a living nightmare otherwise. Number 6 is The Purge, election year. Yeah. Look, I love me some Frank Grillo in any movie. I love him as an actor. I really do. And he's the only thing that kind of kept me going through this movie without strangling myself. But everything else is just terrible. You probably heard about it in other reviews, but there's a character, a side character, a villain, a girl, like a teenage girl, who is the worst. Oh my god. The overacting in this movie is... The Purge election year, yeah, it's just a really terrible movie that is made worse because of the over-the-top performances by people that aren't Frank Grillo. And also the chick from Lost, who I really like. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Please don't make any more Purge movies if they're going to be like this. Please. Number 5 is Suicide Squad. What? John? You put Suicide Squad above all those other movies? You didn't like it that much? You want me to be honest? Yes! Yes! I didn't particularly like it the first time I saw it, but I was like, there's redeeming qualities. I've watched it again, and it's really hard to watch from beginning to end after the first time. I cannot believe how much I actually don't like this movie. Like, the more I watch it, the worse it gets. Jared Leto's Joker is... I don't even know how to explain it. I didn't like him the first time, and I don't like him anymore on multiple rewatches. I don't know what was going on with Jared Leto here. And then the rest of the movie is just stupid. It's just stupid. And then you have Cara Delevingne doing the... Will Smith being Will Smith, and he's the only thing I really care about because he's being 90s Will Smith, and I love 90s Will Smith, but it doesn't really fit. Suicide Squad initially disappointed me, but it's just become an unbearable thing in my life. I just can't get through it. I like Batman vs. Superman a lot. I don't say it, but I do. I really like it a lot, and I thought I was going to like this a lot more than that movie, but now I gotta say, Batman vs. Superman is the better DC movie of the year of 2016. Even though I didn't really think that movie is a great movie either, Suicide Squad is just a fucking bad movie. Sorry. It's my opinion. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Number 4 is the Divergent series, Allegiant. Yeah, I've watched all 3 of these movies so far. The first Divergent, the second one, Insurgent, and now Allegiant. The movie was so bad and it tanked so bad at the box office that the rest of it is going on Amazon, I think. And I don't think any of the main cast is returning, because if I was Miles Teller or Shailene Woodley, I wouldn't want to return either. It was a good paycheck for the time being, but now it's a career ruiner. Yeah. Fuck this movie. Laughable performances, a bad story, a bad continuation of the first 2 movie stories, and it's just not a well-made movie. The screenplay is crap, the editing is crap. It looks kind of nice, but you can make a turd look nice. Number 3 is Gods of Egypt. Now, in a weird way, I kind of like this movie, but I can't disregard everything that's so damn shitty about it still. It's like really, really bad. Have you ever went back on YouTube and watched like cutscenes from a video game from PS1 or like early PS2 days or early Xbox days and just go, wow, we've come a long way? Well, this movie feels like that now. And the performances are bad. And the screenplay is god-awful. And there are a lot of talented actors in this movie. Why? Did they, like, sign a deal with the devil? Jeffrey Rush plays a dude who hangs out above Earth or something, and he, like, floats on, like, a transparent piece of glass, and he just kind of sits up there, and he battles, like, a demon that comes by every once in a while, and it sounds cool, but in the movie, it's, like, the dumbest fucking thing ever. Just think about it. People got paid to make this movie. People got paid to create this disaster. And this isn't even the worst movie in the year, in my opinion. What? Number 2 is Zoolander II. I really like Zoolander 1. It's one of the best dumb comedies of the 2000s. Yeah, it's dumb, but it's cleverly dumb. It's just like, it's the kind of stupid that's like Anchorman, where it's like, it's really conceptually stupid, but the jokes are so well crafted and so well written that you can't help but laugh. It also, because the performances of these really bad jokes are incredible. But all the talent in the world couldn't save Zoolander 2. Really poorly executed jokes from a writing and performing standpoint. The story is beyond dumb. It feels like a movie that should have came out like a year or two after Zoolander 1, and it probably would have fared a lot better if it came out in 2003 or 2004. But it came out in 2016. This movie just doesn't belong. It really doesn't, and it's really cringeworthy, and it's really sad to see these actors try, because they really were trying, it looked like. But yeah, it's just a tragic mess of a movie. It's just not funny. And talking about it more is gonna give me cancer. So I'm gonna stop. And number 1 is, you might have guessed it if you watch my videos, but it's Independence Day 2 Resurgence. Okay, where do I even begin? The story sucks, the performances suck, the visual effects are cool, but they don't make any damn sense. Everything is just bigger for the sense of being bigger, but it doesn't matter because you don't care. The characters that you liked in the first movie are either dead or cuckoo for brains in this movie. Jeff Goldblum is there. You just kind of go, why? I'm getting my paycheck, so I'm here for my money. Yeah. Bill Pullman's like, and you got Liam Hemsworth being like, hoo, witty line, witty line. Oh, we're in danger, we're about to die, but witty line. Oh, look, you know that guy, Jeff Goldblum's father? Look at him drive a school bus with a bunch of kids, avoiding like a 3 or 4 story tall queen alien that you might think was in Aliens. But you guessed it, they took it from James Cameron's Aliens. And guess what? It could have been cool, but it doesn't make any sense. It has a shield, and the only way they get through the shield is to go through the top and then go underneath and then shoot them from the top of the... What the flying motherfuck was this movie? I don't even know where to begin. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I made a whole video about it. But god damn it, Independence Day 2 is a movie that I really pisses me off every time I think about it. I blocked it from my brain for half a year, and I remembered, oh fucking hell, I saw that movie in theaters. I paid fucking money for Independence Day 2, and I thought to myself, people were paid to make this movie. Other people paid to watch this movie. And they even set it up like they're gonna make a 3rd movie. Are they out of their fucking minds? No fucking way. No, you can't. No way. The movie tanked, though, I think. Hopefully, thank God if it did, because I don't need I cannot. Fantastic Four almost killed me. The new one. But Independence Day 2 reminded me that the world does have some pretty dark places. And I really had to go to a really dark place to get me back into shape. Because god fucking damn it. Fuck this movie. It's the number 1. Woo! Yeah. Those are my top 10 worst movies of 2016. But now I want to know what you guys thought. Do you have movies that I didn't see that you may have saw that were worse than the ones I mentioned? Let's have a discussion down below. If you enjoyed this list, please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and check out the rest of my social medias and my Odyssey page down below. After this is officially the end of 2016 videos, even though I'm making this 2017. The next video will be a review for a January film. Wow, time does go fast, but anything is probably better than talking about the movies I just mentioned in the last 10 minutes or so. Whew. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and here's looking to a bigger, brighter, and more awesome tomorrow. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. Thank God these movies are done being discussed. Otherwise I put a bullet in my brain. See you guys next time.